We're with Mirko, the director of Web3 at LifeBlue. How are you today?
Hello, very good.
Good. I'm good. How are you enjoying the World Blockchain Summit?
That's been awesome, actually. Really enjoyed it. We had 2 panels today. It's been full of actions. It's nice.
What did you talk about on stage?
So we had one panel around Web3 marketing, helping marketers to embrace and hopefully navigate the complicated world of Web3. But really going back to basics, there is AI that will replace a lot of jobs.
Replace or just maybe evolve them and
some of them will be
ship them up?
replaced.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. Prior to the panel, I ran a quick search on ChatGPT and said, how many marketing jobs will you replace? And it replied, social media marketing will be gone in the next couple of years.
Okay.
Email marketing and marketing analytics, so marketing research. However, there is one thing the AI will never be able to replace.
What's that?
This one, the heart. No, not Christian Dior, the heart. So the reason why is because that's where a human adds value, human emotion, human connection, human heart, love. And AI will never be able to replace that. And I think that's where we should focus on connecting emotionally with our audience and providing them value.
Okay, so how do you do that at LifeBlue?
We do that in many ways. The main one is probably providing people a money can buy experience.
Money can't buy.
Money can't buy experience. And an example of that is LifeBlue was responsible for the launch of PlayStation 5 in the Middle East back in 2020.
Probably.
And the brief that the team had at the time was we need something to go viral, but it cannot be physical because everyone was literally home in lockdown. So what we did is we worked with these incredible 2 professionals that it went all the way up to the Burj Khalifa, literally right at the top. Oh
my God.
And they jump off the Burj Khalifa.
That's so scary.
Yes. They jump off the Burj Khalifa. They basically dive down the Burj Khalifa. They went under the Address Hotel. And then they completed the stunt, turning the entire city, 3D effect of course as well, in blue.
Wow.
And people went nuts, literally nuts. So there is a way of providing people a money can buy experience. That could be done in the first person, so you're there, part of the experience, or you're literally so immersed into the journey that you want to shout about it.
Okay, so through like huge stunts in that case, I guess?
Yes, in that case it was a huge stunt. Other ways we're doing it is we are working on creating digital twins. So I'm the director of Web3, so I blur the line between physical and digital with this incredible group of people. And the focus is we take what we do at a physical level and we bring it into the digital world by leveraging the power of Web3 technologies, from NFTs, from metaverse, from virtual commerce, for example, or AR or VR. There's so many things there that seems just very, very difficult to pronounce, but effectively they provide an enormous value. The thing is, you need to connect the dots, and it's very hard to connect the dots still yet because we are in Web 2.5.
Okay.
No, it was Web 3.
Right, not completely.
So we are
on the
transitioning.
Way. So tell me how you got into start that transition for yourself of Web3 and the world of crypto and why you decided to take LifeBlue into that.
Yeah, so I worked in AI when people couldn't really figure out what AI was because there wasn't a chatbot saying, oh, can you do this for me? I wasn't there. And I was back in 2016.
Yeah.
I was responsible for launching the world's first AI smartphone, which was one of the top 3 tech brand at the time called Huawei. Mm-hmm. And I was in a global team working with him in London and China. And our job was, how do we explain AI to people? It was a very big challenge. It was 2016, right? AI wasn't making coffee for you, still doesn't. However, at the time, it wasn't even doing things for you. So what we did is we tried to humanize AI. We humanize it by helping deaf children to learn how to read, leveraging the power of AI, translating written text into sign language, and doing that across 13 different sign languages across the world. So we helped thousands and thousands of children across the world. We reached over 1 billion people, and we won many Cannes Lion awards. But this really doesn't matter because when I saw for the first time a little kid actually being able to read for the first time, that was the most magical moment of my career. So that's how I got into AI. And then from there, I realized that I didn't want to spend my life selling phones. I wanted to use new technology, leverage the power of new technology to make an impact in the world. And then I moved into Cosmo Blockchain, one of the projects in the Cosmo Blockchain called BizSong. And then from there, I decided to move to Dubai and finally enjoy some nice weather, because I used to live in London for 8 years and it was so miserable in Greece.
Yeah. How long have you been in Dubai?
6 months.
Okay. So fairly new.
Oh, yes.
And how's the landscape compared to London and other places that you lived? The crypto community.
It's completely different. It's actually incredible. In 6 months, I've been speaking at most of the public speaking event. People are so friendly. They want to hear more.
Yes.
Everyone is exchanging contacts. Anyone wants to connect, and there is one event literally every minute.
Seriously.
Not even every day, every minute.
Yeah. All at the same time.
Exactly. It's so friendly. And when I was living in Australia or in London, it wasn't like that. People were not as open as they are. And the reason being is this city is a melting point, right? It's a beautiful combination of all these amazing people across the world uniting themselves into a place. I mean, the Worldblockchainsummit, there's so many people from all over the world coming right here for this reason. That's something that I don't think today no other city or country, for that matter, can give.
Totally. And so what are you excited about personally within the crypto space? Maybe it's a trend, a certain project, something you heard here today at the conference, but something you want to look more into?
Yeah, so a really good question. Two main things. So NFTs, but not as they've been used so far. I see NFTs under the marketing lens. I see NFTs as a way to create an affiliation, a loyalty program going beyond the fast and the hype, but really providing value back to the consumer. And that's a concept I like to call proof of value. Proof of value means that you are now getting something that is basically helping you to get more for whatever you do. So Starbucks, for example, has launched what they actually call STEM. They didn't call them NFTs, but what they were doing was providing a money can buy experience to their customer. One of them was coffee for life. Another one was testing coffee, having basically a coffee taster before the launch of the coffee in the actual shop. So imagine getting a pumpkin spicy latte before actually being on store, right? And at the same time, getting them through a gamified journey of collecting data from the consumer, but providing real value. So I'm super excited. I think there is so much, but we are kind of finally blurring the line between hype and hyper reality. I think we're closer to getting into hyper reality in the next 10 years, and hopefully we'll leave the hype behind, or a portion of it.
So hyper reality means what exactly?
Hyper reality means basically going above just the physical. There is this interplay called phygital. A lot of people hate it, but there is
physical, digital.
Yeah, it's an interplay.
Yeah.
We're in the physical blur with the digital. So AR lenses will do that. So imagine walking to a store, actually walking on the street without getting into the store and seeing whether the store has got the thing that you need. Or let's say walking to a hairdresser, seeing the price, and saying, okay, she is, let's say the hairdresser, she's got 5 stars, she got 1,000 review. You don't have to do any of that. It will be done for you. But you still
I would love that.
have a reality check. You see? That's the point. So I'm very excited about AR, much more than VR, to be honest. Because
yeah, I think that's the way to get to VR, no? We need to perfect more the AR tech so that people can slowly learn how to use it and in everyday cases.
It's too isolating, right? You can't, you need to walk before you can start running.
Totally.
Right? You can't start running, swimming. It's not a triathlon, right? Step by step. I always tell people, baby steps. One after another, you'll get there if you focus on the objective that you have had.
All right, I love that. Well, thank you for your time today, Marco.
My pleasure. Thanks. Thank you.